Hi, I want to take about 10-15 minutes to give you a quick preparation and orientation to a important class in the CS Online program. It's Service Learning CST 361. This class is very different from others. This class, we provide our expertise and our skills about computer science to help a nonprofit or a school to serve the community. And the hope is that through that experience, we not only help others with technology, we also understand the power of the technology we are learning, also see future opportunity that the technology can change the world or pave for your career. And so we're going to quickly go through the overview of syllabus. I'm going to show you around the iLearn site. I'm going to talk about what's the weekly module when we start the class at the end of February, what's the minimum requirements, and what you need to do now. Okay, and also we have a Q&A session coming up after the new year. So let's go to first take a look at the syllabus. The syllabus is really detailed. You can come and take a look, and the instructor information, Eric Tao, that's me, and Cassandra will be our TA and community project manager. The tech tool, in long story short, is to try to bridge the digital divide using technology to better the society. In the process, we're going to achieve a few outcomes. We're going to learn about ourselves and our social connection between our skills, ourselves, and the social issues. And what are our responsibility and what are high-tech responsibility towards the society? And how is the social justice impacted positively or negatively because of technology? And of course, we want to provide 30 hours or more of services to nonprofit or partners that we will learn about the power of technology and engage the civic services. And most of these will be required at the end of the class. We'll go through it a bit more detail. And of course, you need to access the internet, and you need to learn the audio video editing, because at the end, one of the major assignment is to produce a documentary about your organization and your project and your own reflection. These are the major sets of assignments. Some paperwork, some legal, some log of your service. You'll write a proposal right at the beginning of the course. You need to do a survey of the community you might serve. You and the team will moderate one of the 8 weeks forum. And of course, you have your final report and documentary, and a couple other small assignments, including learning journal and quizzes. And when you moderate and participate the online forum every week, that is you'll earn that 50 points. There might be some extra credit assignment, but that's not included in the 1,000 point. Just like other CS classes, these are the grading criteria, so you might want to make sure that hopefully everyone get a good grades. The other one, the policies and technology support and academic honesty, all these are similar to other classes. So let's go back to the iLearn. Let me show you around. The iLearn site is designed as other iLearn. It's starting with, we called it module 0 or week 0. These are preliminary information we're going to open up right away. And let me show you a typical week. Then we'll come back to week 0. A typical week, we will have a set of outcome to achieve. Myself and the project manager will give you some greeting and some very brief reminder of what's going on that week. They usually a couple hours of reading material regarding the technology and social issues. There's probably a few assignments, and of course you have to spend a few hours starting the first week of the class. Every week you need to spend about 4 to 5 hours at the community site to help them. And there's often other assignment reflection about your own experience with technology, learning journal as always, and the discussion forum is the primary discussion and interaction we have. Usually it's based upon the reading. And each group will be assigned to come up with a discussion question and to moderate one of the forums. Okay. Let's go back to the module 0. We have announcement as the instructor and TA as other classes, the syllabus, and we have course FAQ. Here you will find out a few questions. For example, can you do virtual volunteering? What kind of work can count towards the hours? And how about teamwork? How about church? So if answers are not here, you're more than welcome to ask the questions. And this one gives you a 2-page document. How do you find a partner? It's a bit detailed. I want to make sure legally we are protected, you are protected, university and partner are protected, so you need to follow that. And these are the set of websites and potential partners you might want to start thinking about. You can find online grant and nonprofits. You can find a volunteer match or Boys and Girls Club. Almost every city has one. This is in California. And Idealist, this is usually more broader, sometimes even international opportunity. You can always think about the K-12 schools, with the YMCAs, the local library. They sometimes have a lot of community time and classes teach basic technology. Oh, sorry. And, oops. And of course, there's a lot of seniors have no access to technology or have no knowledge. That would be a great place to help them. Some after-school program, some homeless shelter. So these are our recommended places to look for opportunity. You need to start thinking about them really soon. And because this is mostly a project-based class, this document gives you an overview of what are the assignments due every week. Okay. And we're going to provide you samples and guidelines, of course, throughout the semester. And once you decided a partner, and though you need to put them to this simple form, your name, the organization's name, their address, contact person, email, and at the other column will have a approval. So myself and the project manager will approve or discuss with you if that partner is a good partner or not. Okay. After you decide a partner, you need to sign this short-term agreement with them. There's a template for it. Then when you start working with them, you can start earlier if the project is approved. Then every time you go to the site, perform your tasks, you will have a time log. Your partner have to sign off every hours just to keep the accountability. So let me show you the time log. So this is how the time log looks like. Come on, wake up. Yeah. Okay. So this is a PDF. You can print it out and let your partner sign it. Let's take a look. So that's how it looks like. Okay, and what day, what activity, when you're coming, when you go out, and the total time accumulated. And that's your log. And you need to turn it in with more than 30 hours at the end of the semester. Okay. And that's it about a quick tour of the iLearn. Let's continue. So in a typical week in a service learning, that 8-week class, you probably will require you 90 to 120 minutes of reading, and you will spend about another 90 to 20 minutes to discuss online and to moderate the discussion. And of course, this is the meat of the service. You need to spend about 4 to 5 hours every week, so add up to about 30 hours. It's allowed but not encouraged to count towards the commuting time to and back to the sites. And you spend every week, you spend about 15 minutes to write the journal, and there are some other assignment and paperwork every week. So this is the typical week of the service learning. At the end of service learning class, you will have 30 hours of documented services. That means a partner sign off. You have at least these 4 forms: the short-term agreement with the partner, and so the partner agreed to work with you on the project. The 30 hours of activity log, and the partner evaluation of the students. So they will have a simple one-page form to evaluate your performance, and you have a one-page write-up to evaluate how do they help you to learn. Of course, you have the forum, the participation and discussion, a final report of your project, and a documentary about the organization, the people they serve, and your project, and your reflection. And last but probably most important thing you need to do now is you have about 8 weeks to find and decide your service learning partner before the class starts. Because the class is so short, you need to determine what kind of who is your partner before the class starts. So my recommendation is think about a list of 3 to 5 potential partners in the next few days. Contact them and let them know you're looking for a service learning project. It could be tutoring of the people, the kids, the elderly. It could be doing a software engineering project. Could be doing a data analysis. Could be doing maybe service the kind of tutor hours or service desk hours. It could be IT support. So anything, use your technology, use your skills to help the community can be the project. And you want to see which of the partner is the best. Want to make sure the scope, meaning the need they have, is technology related. Second one is I want to make sure if you do on a project is realistic to be done in 30 hours. You don't want to create a major software within 30 hours. Is the need of the community really is real? If they're going to put you in a corner just doing data entry, probably not the best one. The need should be directly related to a kind of underserved clients of theirs. Is your partner reliable? Meaning when you email them, call them, are they quick and respond? Is the site safe? So something to consider. If you couldn't find them, or they don't return email, then that's could be problem. And timely, meaning their need and their project could be done within that 8 weeks. You can start the project earlier, but not later. If you do it later, you might get it incomplete. It's still possible, but painful. So it's their need and their project could be done within that 8 weeks. Then once you decide what will be your top partner, you want to go online or email me to go to online, go to the iLearn and Service Learning Partner Info and enter that one line of information. And then we will review it and approve it. Then if it's approved, then you can sign a learning agreement to make sure that they commit to the project as you do. So that's the most important thing. You need to do that before the class start, which is at the end of February. And we will have a required online Q&A session January 11, 7 to 8 p.m. If you cannot make it, you have to email me to tell me why. But I highly recommend everyone go, come up with any question or idea you have. then you are prepared to do the service learning. Okay, that's it. Good luck, and hopefully I will see you soon in the Q&A and in the class.